welcome back. It is me, Cyber Warrior, back with National Cyber Awareness Month, and it is crazy. All right, things are crazy. All right, all the ransomware, all that other stuff going on out there. There's a lot of things happening, but to cover cyber awareness today, there are some things I want to cover. All right, the first being information security. Now, InfoSec, information security, a lot of times it gets lumped in with cybersecurity and everything else like that. But I want to talk to you about information security in its purest sense, and that is the security of information. All right. Now, whether that be information on a computer or, on a file server or on your laptop, on your phone, whatever the case may be, what it comes down to is having the access to this information and how we go about doing that on a day-to-day basis. Now, you can think of passwords as information because they are, right? So we teach people on a regular basis, don't share your passwords. Now, you go back, I don't know, not 10 years ago, and we had one password for a lot of service accounts. So you were always sharing that password. It didn't get changed. It stayed the same. And so you were sharing this, which allowed other people access to information that maybe they shouldn't normally have. We also didn't have role-based access controls, all right? So we didn't have things where based on your position within a company, what information should you have access to? As HR, you shouldn't necessarily have access to financial data. All right. So like the accounting and sales within an organization. As somebody in, let's just say the executives, all right, should the executives have any administrator rights to your servers? If you're in accounting, you shouldn't have access to HR data. So there's a lot of ways we can put this and we can spin it, because there's, depending on how big your company is, you may have a bunch of different departments, and you want to isolate certain areas of that. You don't want to give access to proprietary code to somewhere else in the organization, because maybe they don't know how to secure it as well, or whatever the case may be. So you don't want to leave these holes open. And not only just that, but if, let's just say, you have open access across all your information, you haven't done role-based security controls, you haven't limited access even based on, accounting can see everything HR does on SharePoint or everything they do on their server or whatever the case may be. If you have it set up that way, so you haven't secured or isolated anything, then all it takes is one breach. And now that person has access to everything on your network, because what one person can access, everybody else can. So that's kind of the reason behind information security and why we isolate these things and dictate who can access what based on their roles, privileges, and where they lie within the company. So again, information security is huge, all right? It is something we really need to concentrate on as security professionals, as HR, as accountants. No matter where you lie within an organization, understand information security. You do not want to share proprietary data or personal data with someone else or outside your organization if it was not first authorized. All right, if it hasn't been deemed, hey, that is not confidential, that's not private, that doesn't need to be kept in house. All right, then okay, then you're free to do whatever you wish with it to a certain extent. However, you do not want to send an email that may have a sales agreement with all these numbers on it and expenses and all this other stuff to say HR. All right. And just like HR, you don't want to send I-9s, or I don't know. Actually, I-9s might go to accounting because they may do the taxes. So I don't know. You don't want to send the application and resumes and things like that may go somewhere else. You don't want to send that stuff to accounting. You don't want to send that to IT. You want to keep that stuff in-house. So let's be cognizant of that. So information security, it's really big. All right. The next thing I want to talk about kind of goes along the same lines of maintaining your data and your security. And this is because I didn't get to do Saturday's October 10th video, so we're going to add it in today. And that's a clean desk policy. All right. What is a clean desk policy? I don't care if you're at home. I don't care if you're in an office, right? So with COVID and a lot of people working from home, some people are still going back to the office now. But even working from home, a clean desk policy does two things for you. All right. One, it keeps you organized. You know where everything's at. And when you put it away at the end of the day, you secure it, you do whatever with it. It's not in your line of sight. You only pull out what you need for the next day. That's extremely helpful. All right. If you're in an office, Again, it comes down to proprietary private data, whether that's passwords or financial data or personnel data or whatever the case may be. If you leave that out on your desk, especially once you walk away for the night and go home, now if you have any service staff, if anybody happens to gain access to that room that maybe shouldn't, now they have access to all this information. So let's be cognizant of that. All right. That clean desk policy is huge. All right. And tomorrow I'm going to pick up on something else that'll also bring into awareness why a clean desk policy is vital. So with that, again, it's National Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2020. It is me, Cyber Warrior. This is Cyber Warrior Studios right there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get something out of it. I love you guys. I love all the support you give me. Look, things just keep on getting better. They keep on climbing. I'm only going to get better from here. So look, if you got any comments, please leave them down below. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you all next time. Please see below everything that got to do. Later.